Welcome to Montgomery Boys Basketball Senior Night. Along with the boys basketball team, we'll be honoring the seniors from the dance team as well as the cheer team. First up, the dance team. Our following seniors: Verinda Neb, Maya Rupel, Sydney Sapienza, and Caitlin Teeter. Let's give a hand for the cheer team. And now we have 9 senior cheerleaders being honored tonight. First up, Alexis Beschner. She's escorted by her parents, Allison and Bill Beschner, and brother Chris Beschner. Claire C. Chamberlain, escorted by her parent Susan Chamberlain. Next, senior Sydney Fiola, escorted by her parents, Kim and Paul Fiola. Next, Erin Glennon is escorted by her mother, Therese Glennon. Our next senior, Coco Linez. She's escorted by her parents, Gretchen and Marco Linez. She will be attending Penn State University. Our next senior, Claire O'Farrell, escorted by her parents, Kim and Ed O'Farrell. Claire is attending the University of Alabama. Our next senior, Maddie Shea. She's escorted by her parents, Tony and Lisa Shea. Maddie will be attending the University of South Carolina. Our next senior, Maddie Steele. She is escorted by Amelia McCall. Our next senior, Gabby Vernon, escorted by her parents, Melissa and John Vernon. Let's give a round of applause for the cheer team. All right, now for the boys basketball team. First up, senior Atuya Mani. He's escorted by his mother Suda, and father Arun Mani, and his brother Armatia. Atuya is a 4-year member of the program. He's thankful for all the friendships he has made at Montgomery. Outside of basketball, throughout his high school experience, he's been a member of the Belmead Fire Department, taken part in biological research at Rutgers, and has been a member of the Jump Start Club at school. Atuya is interested in attending Rutgers, Purdue, or Northeastern this fall. He intends to major in biology or kinesiology. Our next senior is Magnus Wallace. He's escorted by his parents, Zelda and Darren Wallace, as well as his grandfather, Wesley Wallace. Magnus is a 4-year member of the program with 2 years on varsity. He is a member of Jumpstart and a Black Student Union at school. Magnus also volunteered and worked at Grundy Hoops Academy as a coach, working with kids to help improve their basketball skills. Magnus is interested in attending Temple, Seton Hall, FDU Madison, or Rutgers this fall. Our next senior, Luke Smith, is escorted by his parents, Allison and Brian Smith, along with his brother, Leo. Luke has played in a program for 4 years with 3 years on varsity and a co-captain this season. He feels so fortunate to be able to spend all 4 years being in a basketball program with many of his friends. In school, Luke is an honor roll student. He spent much time participating in FBLA. For the past 2 years, Luke has volunteered at the Trenton area soup kitchen. This fall, Luke is interested in attending Virginia Tech, University of South Carolina, or Rutgers. He intends to major in finance. Senior, Matt Levy. He is escorted by his parents, Maria and Larry Levy. Matt is a 4-year varsity basketball player and co-captain this season. Matt has had an absolute blast playing the sport he loves, and doing it with his best friends made his experience even that much better. At MHS, Matt is an honor roll student, member of the National Honor Society, vice president of Student Council, and Cougar Connect board member. Outside of school, Matt is a member of the St. Charles Borromeo's youth group. Matt's top choices for the fall are The Ohio State University and the University of South Carolina. He also plans to major in finance. Senior brothers Brian and JT Szymborski. They are escorted by their parents Michelle and Mike Szymborski and their brother Michael. Brian is a four-year varsity basketball player. In school, he is on the principal advisory committee. Brian plans to attend Moravian or Westchester University to study biology in the fall. JT is a four-year varsity basketball player and two-year captain. At MHS, JT is the vice president of Cougar Connect. This fall, JT is interested in attending Michigan State, Rutgers, Westchester University, or York College. Let's hear it for the whole senior boys basketball team. We're going to have the dance and cheer seniors join the boys basketball team seniors.
about to say. Sunshine. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, bring me down, can't none bring me down. Love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Montgomery Boys Basketball on the MIRE. It is senior night in Skillman as Montgomery takes on the Thomas Edison Charter School. It's a little bit of a mouthful, but we'll deal with it on senior night. Boys, how we doing? Matt Polk, Tim Bartholomew, Tommy Petrain, all here with me.
I need you to say their full name every time they do something on the court.
Teecs.
No. Nope, not good enough.
Teeks.
Not a good enough.
I can't call them Teeks.
I mean, no, I want it all.
I could throw the Alva in the middle if there too, just to complicate my life a little bit more. If it'll make you happy. In any event, boys, Montgomery is back here at home for the first time in 2 weeks. Winners of 4 of their last 5 games, sweeping the season series against Phillipsburg up at their place, which we know is always a very difficult place to go play. They traveled to Jersey City and beat McNair, and then they were home against Bernards. But the fruits of kind of the struggles and the labor of what we were talking about throughout the season, where they've been in games, but then they had never found a way to really win games. The last 2 weeks, they're figuring out a way to pull some W's out of all of this. Now, obviously, tonight's a little bit of a different story because it's senior night, and that's the story. But from a team perspective, you got to feel like, I guess maybe it's like the NFL analogy. If you're playing well at the end of the season, that sometimes is what matters.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, a lot of it comes, some of their key players are stepping up. I know JT Szymborski's had a few very nice games in the last stretch. And when you get, your key players stepping up, you're going to get some wins.
Yeah, this was a game that was supposed to start about 10 minutes ago, and we've been a little delayed because they were a little delayed in arriving. So it's the price of eggs, as they say sometimes.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But we had a really nice senior night introduction. If you missed that and you're just tuning into us, you still have 7 minutes before tip-off. You can rewind. It was dance team, cheer team, and basketball team all celebrated senior night together tonight, which was really nice. So we have good audio, good video of that. Some pretty good camera work, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, we should hire that guy.
Yep.
I thought it was shaky, no? I thought like the guy had maybe 1 too many cups of coffee that day, or maybe like a monster or something like that.
I don't even drink coffee.
He's like, just like,
That would be bad. That would be a bad reflection of the gimbal if that was actually happening.
So you're just blaming you would blame the equipment is what you're saying.
That's what we always do.
Yeah,
Tim,
yeah,
that's standard operating
I'm sorry.
procedure.
I forgot where I was for a second.
Yeah.
I forgot we're at the MIRE.
Yeah, come on.
We are not incompetent. The machines are.
Yeah.
It's like
Exactly.
the opposite of Terminator.
Yeah, exactly. Which might be an okay movie. I don't know. Probably.
But helps on the way from the machines. Helps on the way.
Oh, did you got your grant approved?
Oh yeah, it's ordered. That right there next to you is the one half of the things that the fun toys that I got.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, right. And the computer is on its way. Hopefully, we will have now no technical issues for the next decade because I can't possibly see how.
There's absolutely no way that's going to happen.
Yeah,
right.
not a
I mean,
chance.
first of all, it's going to be advanced technology, so you're not going to understand it. We're not going to.
No. It's just an Apple computer that runs real fast.
Yeah.
That's really all it is. With a lot more input ports.
What could go wrong?
It's kind of like if you said, like, just design something on crack, like a technological piece of machinery that's on crack. That's what this is.
All right.
It's just,
Well,
it's a little out of control, and I love every second of it, and I can't wait to get it.
I look forward to seeing it.
Yes. It's just a little box. Don't get too excited.
Well,
But
I mean, I look forward to seeing it's what it's capable of.
Well, yeah, now we're
What
going to
do we
be
got
able
going
to.
in spring? Got anything in the spring? that we can-
No, but we're going to be able to run back and run replay back and all the stuff that we always like doing that we really were kind of unable to do because we didn't want to have anything blow up in our faces this year.
Yep.
We're going to be able to run that back.
If you want to come test it out at a track meet, go for it.
We have no desire to put people to sleep more than we already do.
What?
Oh, I
that
love
is-
it.
That's
Tommy, get your
cold.
popcorn. Here it
Tommy,
goes.
tell him.
Here it
Tell
goes.
him right now that he's wrong.
I think you're wrong.
This is
See, Tommy
again.
said you're wrong. You're wrong.
This track is always one of those things that when I was working for the newspaper, I was like, "Don't send me to track and don't send me to swimming." Instead, I got and I'm not trying to be a diva. I said, but somebody could break a world record 2 feet in front of me, and I would have no idea what was going on. I wouldn't even know I was supposed to be running everywhere. Who even knows where to look?
So what you're saying is you didn't want to put in the work.
That's totally correct.
Okay, I was just checking
Yes.
if that's what it was.
Totally.
I mean, come on, you go to a track meet, you watch some of these like long jumpers, pole vaulters, like that's some exciting stuff there. Watching the 4x4, the 400.
There's no doubt. And I'm watching it, and I'm going, wow, they're running fast. And then somebody's like, yo, this is the practice heat, okay? Like, you didn't, I'm like intent, taking notes. People are like, nah, man, like this one doesn't even count.
Well, it takes a little. You got to understand it. It's like anything. My son started wrestling this year. Before this year, I thought wrestling was dumb. I really did. But now watching him do it and understanding a little more, I'm like, oh, I should have gave this thing a shot. It's pretty cool.
I could see you being a good wrestler. You're wiry.
I'm like,
Wiry.
I am not a wrestler, but my son is wiry. He's funny because
Yeah.
he's got like the track background, so he does like everybody else when they start, they're like real slow, moving around each other. My son runs in a quick circle around his guy and then shoots the leg right away.
Nice.
I don't know if it's the soundest practice, but
For another kid, if the other kid is like a little hesitant
he's
at all,
confused.
he's like, that's it.
He's like, what the hell is this kid doing?
Can we talk on this wrestling topic for a second? Did anybody see Elijah Diarra walk in the gym tonight?
No.
I mean, I see him in the weight room all the time.
Good Lord. Good Lord. If I walked out on the mat and that was my opponent, I'd be like, I got to go. I got a thing. Holy
I feel like you could say that about like 90% of the wrestling team,
but
though.
he is so tall and so, that is so intimidating. I was intimidated just looking at him.
But he's like the nicest guy.
I
though.
know, I
He's
know
so
it.
like kind and like soft spoken. Like
And his kind, soft-spoken rear end could snap me in two separate
I mean,
pieces.
he's gonna break you. He's gonna break you for sure. But
So let's get back to boys basketball for a second. Senior night here in the Den, one of our favorite nights of the year. Obviously, as you might believe that it sounds, all 5 seniors, well, there are 6 seniors, so 5 of them will start tonight, and Matt Levy is going to start the game on the bench, even though he's one of the typical normal starters, and we'll bring that to you in a minute when we get to the starting lineups. But, guys that we love, that don't get as much burn as I'm sure they would like, or, the fan favorites would like, the Brian Simborskis of the world, Tulia Manny. This is always just such a good uplifting night, no matter what sport you have. But I feel like the boys do it pretty well.
yeah, I mean, senior night it's so much fun. It's great to give opportunities that you don't normally see and see a new look on the court. We did it for the first time this year. We did a cross country senior night, and like I never thought that it was like that big a deal until I saw how the athletes reacted to it and how like it just brought a different atmosphere to what we normally do. So
how do you do that for cross country?
So what we ended up doing is we didn't end up running a 5K. We ended up doing a night of miles on the track.
Okay.
So and then we did the same thing that we announced the seniors. They came out with their parents, took the picture, did all that stuff, and then we did. And then we ran just heats of miles. You know what I mean? We seated them, and then as a senior was in the mile, we would I was on the loudspeaker,
Okay.
and then would give little props and stuff like that.
Good for you. It's well done.
Yeah, it was great. I actually really like it. It's a tradition we hope to continue.
Hopefully as well done as tonight hopes to be for the boys basketball team. We are almost ready for tip-off. We're going to take a break as DJ Zoran Milic cues up the national anthem, and then we're going to come back. We'll bring you the starting lineups and boys basketball senior night here from Skillman. You're caught in the mire. It's the Montgomery Internet Radio Experience. Welcome back to Montgomery. Keith Glock, Matt Pogue, Tim Bartholomew, and Tommy Petrain live from the Cougar Den as we're getting set for senior night boys basketball. Let's bring you the starting lineup. First for the Thomas Edison Energy Charter School. They're coached by Anthony Vitier and come into the game with a record of 1-15. DeLay LaValle, along with Evan Gilpin, will start, a sophomore and a junior. They'll be joined by the team's leading scorer, a junior, Devin Nunez. And then finally, a pair of seniors will round out the starting lineup, easy for me to say, for Thomas Edison. Shivam Shah and Andrew LaValle for the Tigers. And let's bring you the starting lineups as you will hear them in a moment being announced behind me. The Cougs are coached, as they have been for the last almost 2 decades now, by Chris Grundy. The team comes into the game with a record of 8-12. An all-senior starting lineup, as you might expect on senior night. Brian Szymborski, Magnus Wallace will start in the backcourt. Atul Yamani, he's the sharpshooter of this group, alongside Luke Smith, who isn't too bad himself. And then, as Matt, you mentioned, Tim, you mentioned in the pregame, JT Szymborski, who's on a little bit of a hot streak. So hoping for good things tonight here in the Den. In the interest of actually making things work here tonight, since we have no Nicole DeMays tonight, Timmy, you may need to work a little camera so Tommy can do his scoreboard magic.
Oh, boy.
Tommy, we haven't heard from you yet today, buddy. How you doing over there?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Let's let me turn you up a little bit there. 'Cause you're a little low. I don't know why we did that to you. I apologize.
I won't take it personally.
Thank you. How was the end of semester number 1 academically for everybody?
For me, pretty good. I mean,
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty much as good as it could be. A lot of things going on, and it was a lot, but it's over, and we're starting a new semester. So very happy about that.
I'll tell you what, Tommy's been tearing up the track. It's getting faster and faster.
That's fantastic. I'd love to hear that. Turning left ever quicker.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. He's doing it. Running fast, turning left, making it happen.
That's my strategy. I run fast, and then I turn left, and then I do it again.
You
Yeah.
could be a track coach with that kind of knowledge.
Oh, that's hurtful.
Or you know it.
That's unbelievable.
Why is it unbelievable? It's totally believable.
Yeah, I guess I should expect from you.
Yeah, you should have.
I
I was
should've.
thinking about if there was something else I needed to
You
say
know,
there.
I was
Nope.
actually talking about you the other day to a friend because he wants to learn how to play pickleball, and I was like, oh, I know a guy.
Let's go.
like, so
My
if you-
fee is cheap.
So if you and Nicole ever want a scrimmage, I don't know what you call it.
Everything in pickleball is a scrimmage, dude.
Exhibition match.
They're all exhibitions.
We're in. I mean, it would be humiliating to lose to you guys, but I think that was what would happen.
Brian Szymborski wins the tip back to Luke Smith, and we are underway. Atulia right off the bat, no good. Luke Smith will tap it back out, and they'll try again.
Good little, nice inside.
Szymborski with the left hand, nicely done. And the Cougs are on the board early.
I like
Gotta
the
love that.
screen. Oh, big steal.
Magnus Wallace will come the other direction with the right hand. He was bumped from behind, and that was another one of those good officiating jobs. The referee was going to give it a no call if the ball went down, but it didn't, so Magnus will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, there we go. Nice little start.
First one from Mr. Wallace is no good. A little hard off the back rim.
It's a good steal by him.
1 for 2 for Magnus.
I feel like there's a delay on the screen because you
Just a little bit.
you said it, and I was like, wait, did it go in yet? Thought you were putting the jinx on.
Nah. Little miscommunication there as Devin Nunez dumped that one out of bounds.
Ooh.
Little full court pressure.
Little pressure. Maybe not.
Is this the first time we're seeing Brian Szymborski this season?
I don't want to say that with confidence. There's a nice defensive play on the block, but a little bit too much body contact on Szymborski, just because we haven't seen every single game that they've played to this point, but certainly in the home season, for us it is. Brian was...
that was the long way of saying yes. It is the first time that we were seeing.
Well, Brian, Pogue, if I'm remembering this correctly, was unlucky with the injury bug early in his career, right?
Yeah, one of it I think was a wrist or his arm. That took him out for most of freshman year.
So he's kind of been fighting some things throughout his high school career to get on the court. JT was looking for some kind of a illegal screen, but he ends up leaking out, throws a dangerous cross-court pass to Wallace, but it finds its mark anyhow.
A lot of cross-court passes.
Monty, again, is wide open with that smooth stroke. Oh, Coach Grundy arched his back trying to help that one get down, but it
looked good.
Wouldn't go. Tools has always been one of those guys that, you know, I've watched play it, you know, on a couple levels, you know, here, and I've said, man, this kid can really stroke it. Now Wallace is wide open, and he'll try a three. That's no good, but Szymborski's got the rebound. And Atulia, I thought he was going to pull again.
Oh, I would have, 100%. That's why people don't like to play basketball with me.
Here's Brian Szymborski from the corner. It's no good, trying to do an impersonation of his brother, and no bueno on that. And an offensive foul. And guess who? JT Szymborski.
Sorry, I was itching my ear.
I think it's pretty insane how many of those happen every single game and how consistent it is.
Yeah, right?
He's very good at it.
Camera does look a little slanted, doesn't it? It's a little odd looking.
I blame Pogue.
Is that thing on the floor? That's the question.
Oh, you know what? It's the equipment's fault, though. We didn't set it up wrong.
Offensive rebound for Luke Smith, and he'll kick back out. Magnus with a little pump
it.
fake. Oh, a great extra
Nice
pass from Wallace, and
pass.
JT. Oh, he can't get it to
Doesn't
go.
do it. It looked good, though.
4-0 in the early going. And Wallace again will come the other direction off a steal, and Magnus will lay it in.
There you go. Magnus getting some defensive burn today. Oh, good move.
And we're going to get a N1 layup from Andrew Lavallee.
Yeah, quick step to the baseline. Matt Levy gets to get some playing time now, gets off the bench and into the game. And
No good
no
on
good.
the free throw. And Levy with the right hand
Oh, okay.
through traffic for Matt Levy.
Like, I'm going to get mine.
Nunez is picked up by Levy. And a long three, no good. Good box out from Magnus Wallace to keep Lavallee off the offensive glass. Brian Szymborski looking for his second bucket of the day, no good. Midway through quarter number one on senior night. Quick take into the middle, a wild shot is no good. And we're gonna have free throws upcoming for Delay Lavallee.
Yeah, it was, as you mentioned, a little out of control. Kind of just put himself in a position where he had to improvise.
First one, no good for Lavallee. And an empty trip on the line for the Tigers. Monty's still looking to get on the scoreboard tonight here in senior night. But Szymborski will go back to work and play inside out. Magnus Wallace for 3. That's no good. And there is the aforementioned Monty.
There you go.
A nice putback from Tools, and he's on the scoreboard. It's 10-2 Cougs.
Got to follow that shot. Good things happen. Uh-oh.
Alley-oop throw, no good. And Levy's going to come the other direction. He tried to throw a little no-look across court to Tools, and that was knocked away, no good.
I thought he was going to go right up with it. Okay, good passing.
Andrew Lavalle will kick back out for Nunez. Here's the team's leading scorer from way downtown, knocks down a 3.
I mean, he was deep. A little pressure, easily broken.
No issue there for Levy as he'll go with a head of steam in the left hand.
I guess there is the drawback. If they break the pressure, you are putting your team at a disadvantage.
Pretty hard to stop Levy when he wants to get to the hoop.
Matt's always been one of the toughest guys on the team. Josh Moore is in the game, and Brian Szymborski gets a rest.
It's good minutes from him.
Absolutely. Moore able to dribble his way out of some moderate pressure.
Yeah, it's kind of like a half-effort press.
Szymborski from the corner knocks down a 3 as JT has his first bucket of the game.
Magnus getting a little aggressive there. I like it.
And again, you see Magnus, that's his 3rd steal of the quarter. As Levy will kick. Oh, good extra. Tools from the top of the key. He's got it. That's his specialty.
Just throwing them up.
You can see why. Under 2 to go first quarter. It's been a productive one for the Cougs. And Monty will go for the steal and get it. And he'll race the other direction for another bucket.
That was a really nice play right there. You could see he was cutting off the passing lane before the pass was even thrown. So if he predicts it like that, it's a steal every time.
Yeah.
7 points in the quarter for Monty. And Montgomery's out to a dominating 20-5 lead. This is kind of the direction we had thought / hoped this would go. Thomas Edison last night came off of a loss at Somerville, 68-35. So, you know, playing back-to-back nights is, you know, it's one thing in and of itself, but
Yeah, did you play back-to-back?
I no days off, baby.
No days off.
Where do you think I'm going after this game? That's why I was a little upset we started late. I got an 8 p.m. pickleball date.
Man, life is tough, dude.
It is. It is.
You play on Saturdays? Let's go. Let's teach us how to do it here.
We could do that. This we could play Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening.
All right.
My game's I got a noon game Saturday, so
What do you at Lifetime?
we could play at Lifetime, bring in as guests. So we don't got to pay $72,000 to try to play at Mercer Bucks.
Is it expensive there?
To rent a court, it's like $80 an hour.
Oh yeah, that's
Levy.
You know, I was actually, and I know that Iron Peak doesn't have it, but I was actually impressed with, like, it's not that expensive to rent like the basketball court. I was looking to get some practice time for my team.
Oh really? Monty right off the inbound, no good. But
like,
you could see just how Tulia shoots the ball. He's so square. The rotation is on point. If you were to draw up, this is how we want to teach kids to shoot the basketball. That's how, you know, Tulia's form is.
yeah, it's technically very sound. Oops.
On the floor again, and Monty picks it up. Looks
Smooth.
wild pass into the middle as again taken by Wallace the other direction. Oh, and Magnus can't get it.
Man. I'm saying Magnus might get like a double-double, but with steals. Like, that's unheard of, no? It's like not very common.
Probably 5 already.
Yeah. What's our stat guy say? You gotta wait till halftime.
He's not tracking steals. He's one man.
Oh.
Give him a break. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. A long three is no good.
I
And
mean,
JT's got the rebound.
I expected more if I'm going to be the one doing the camera.
Levy leaks out, and that's going to put an end to a dominating quarter number 1 for Montgomery. A 19-point lead for the Cougs after 8 minutes, and I think we all need a break after that.
Yeah.
Senior night here in Skillman. You're caught in the mire. It's the Montgomery Internet Radio Experience. Welcome back to Montgomery. Senior night boys basketball. And a dominating quarter number 1 against the Thomas Edison Energy Charter School Tigers.
Smart charter. Get it right.
Whatever.
You got
I missed
if
it.
you're going to do it, do
I'm
it
sorry.
right.
It's written like vertically. The word smart is written vertically here on their logo. I didn't even think to read the logo. I was reading everything else that I had. Why didn't they call them the Tigers? It's kind of like probably why somebody called us the Cougars, which makes no sense, but, you know.
Why does that make no sense?
Because we're named for a town after General Montgomery, and we're somehow not the Generals.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Luke Smith will fire away no good. Like, that just feels like the biggest slam dunk in the history of mascots, the Generals.
I mean, I think that the people responsible for it, like look at the Ridge Red Devils.
Yeah, but that was a
Yeah, no,
monetary
I know.
move.
Yeah, I know. But still.
I mean, I don't know that there was like a Cougar Foundation paying for us to call ourselves the Cougars.
I mean, maybe there were Cougars here when it wasn't as populated.
I suppose. A spinning fadeaway attempt from Nunez is no good. And Vermelt will let it go out of bounds. Josh Moore is just going to push the pace and go all the way to the hole. Because obviously they're like, you know what, if we're not going to pick us up, we're just going to keep going.
I mean, he was moving so fast and smooth, everybody on the court was just watching him.
He's really been picking it up these past couple games. Out of the past 5 games, only 1 under double figures, and there he is again.
Moore with a steal layup. And we're going to get a jump ball. That's a pretty good defensive play from Szymborski, but, you know, that's not really anything new.
Playing that solid D.
I think that's what Thomas Edison needs, is a JT somewhere to step in the lane and take a couple of them charges, and we'll be all right. Levy. And now JT will try his hand at another 3. It's no good, but Luke Smith will track it down. Josh Moore now for 3. That's no good. I like to see that, though, because,
I do.
you know, that's one of the shots that Josh has been a little more reluctant in his career to take.
But you know what I've noticed about his shot? Like, from this year, from last year to this year? Like, way less arc. Right? Remember, there used to be like a high floater, like.
Yeah, I was always how quickly can he get it up? That was always the issue for me, as we have another miss, and Luke Smith will leak out, and he'll lay it in with the left hand after the Gilpin miss.
Yeah.
Thomas Edison really hasn't figured out how, on most rebounds, we usually have 1 or 2 players leaking back to get an easy layup.
You see it again there. You couldn't have been more on point as Levy.
It's like you just want to go over to the bench and be like, hey, guys, get back on defense.
Shivam Shah's kind of wrapped up and doubled, and
Okay. Triple team. Let's see what we can do.
he'll get a foul underneath as Szymborski just had a little bit of a reach.
My kid was so upset. He reached in our game the other day, and it's the referee, instead of saying don't reach, he said keep your hands to yourself.
Uh-oh.
So my kid's 8. Obviously that didn't go well. He started crying.
Another long three.
Buddy.
Devin Nunez knocks it down with Luke Smith in his face. So how has the coaching career been going?
So I was telling anybody who will listen to it, I got my first. We got our first win on.
Listen to you, I got my first win.
I got my first win.
Levy,
Boom! Big answer.
as he tries to get Montgomery a dub. Go ahead.
We got our first win, but it was against another team that doesn't practices. So.
Are you that coach that just like you're the guy that like doesn't practice and everybody else in the league practices?
You know, it's not. We're not allowed. They never gave us any gym time, so. Mary Mother of God doesn't do it, but we play against teams that have been practicing since November.
Oh.
I
Big
remember
collision.
I remember the Mary Mother of God tournament.
Oh, you
when
played?
when I played travel, that was like I played in that for like 4 years straight. That
Yeah.
I a lot of memories in that gym for sure.
So their 3rd grade teams don't practice, but we play like St. James and all the other ones that do. So the first time I met my kids, we played a team that was been practicing since November, and it was the first time I met our kids.
Oh, I assume that didn't go.
No,
that
we
great.
got spanked. It's like I didn't even know any of them. You know, like who to put. And like first of all, I will tell you there are some things I am not good at. Coaching basketball is one of them. I am not proud, you know, to deny that or anything, but.
That is funny.
But it
Just
took-
run track practice, but tell them to dribble basketball.
Yeah. Well, it took because we only get a half an hour before the game, so it took 3 practices in order to be able to teach them how to do like a zone defense. Because I tried man and it didn't work.
Another N1 layup for Nunez.
That was a nice play.
I don't know if they'll have that much fun if you bring out the intensity you do at track practice.
Oh, you mean like the workouts?
Mhm.
You should have heard these guys today. Oh, do we have to run this workout? We're gonna die. It's like you're not gonna die.
Just going to moderately perish.
I mean, you're just gonna be hurting real bad.
Montgomery and Levy again come the other way, and Matt is putting together quite a second quarter.
Is it just me, or does anyone else want to just get a jersey on and go out there?
I feel like I might be able to, you know, drop a 3 down
I'm
tonight.
gonna get some buckets, man.
Levy another steal as Luke Smith will head the other direction and lay it in.
Get Tommy out there.
Seriously.
I'll blend right in.
Throwing up buckets.
Nunez. And another steal from the Cougs. Fromelt looking to get in on it, and he does. So Jack is on the scoreboard.
Oh, nice little crossover.
No good on the layup.
Yeah, so like the first practice, I just got to know them. The second time I saw them, we put in a zone defense, and then finally the last game we talked about offense a little bit. So
Okay. No good on a 3-pointer. And again, Montgomery back behind everybody is Levy. Lays it in, and we get a timeout coming from Thomas Edison.
a lot of fast breaks, man. I'm finding a hard time keeping up.
Listen, the bench is short for Thomas Edison, and it's just hard. You know, you play them back-to-back nights, and you don't have a lot of guys coming off the bench there. That's just a difficult spot for anybody to be in. So, you know, you got to feel for those kids.
Yeah, it's tough.
But in any event,
So Tom, you played Mary Mother of God?
I did. I think it was until 6th grade. I played from 3rd or 4th grade to 6th grade. I remember we were always the second best team. We would beat every single team, but there was one team that was just like completely better than everyone.
Like
And
another Mary Mother of God team or like a St. James? Or,
yeah, it was. I think like they were from like the area. I think
yeah,
it was,
they're all from like either Bridgewater or Hillsborough.
Yeah, so it was very fun, except when we played them. I think we lost in the championship to them in 3 straight years.
Yeah.
So, but I had a lot of fun in that league. It was very fun.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I mean, anybody who's anybody knows the Mary Mother of God tournament.
Yeah?
No.
No?
You know. Though I suppose in Montgomery you probably do.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine if you play youth basketball, it's CYO, you know?
Under 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. This is, now, depending on what happens the rest of the season, I got to imagine if, you know, we can, schedule-wise, when the playoffs roll around, that, you know, we're going to get another broadcast on the MIRE. But as it stands right now, this is the last scheduled broadcast of the season.
Oh, really?
Really, really, really.
Oh, man.
RoboCam is just stealing our thunder.
Rendered us obsolete.
This is how it starts.
This AI stuff, man.
Luke Smith stepping forward, knocking it down.
Oh, up bombs.
Montgomery's on pace for about a 100-pointer tonight. That would be pretty crazy to see.
I'm trying to think of the most points Montgomery scored in a game that I can recall.
Oh, good job, Mac.
Brandon Davis just didn't know the ball was on the way.
I mean, you got to assume at some point later in the game they're going to start slowing down a little bit, but as of now, definitely on pace.
Three-pointer was good from Gilpin.
I mean, they're just making it look easy.
They are. And we're going to get a foul underneath.
Yeah, I hope he's all right. Looked like he landed a little funny on his ankle, but walking it off.
Brandon Davis is called for the foul.
He is having a heck of a season, if I say so myself. He's just, I don't even think he was on the varsity roster in the beginning of the year, but he's become pretty much the either 6th or 7th man and probably the biggest paint presence on the team. And he always got a lot of rebounds, like 4 to 6 points every game, and he's making a lot of good contributions so far.
Had another great conversation with him the other day as Wallace comes up with a steal, and Davis with an extra pass
Look at that.
for Levy.
I mean, that was great because, like, he might have made that layup, but it was not guaranteed.
Foul on Magnus Wallace.
Might be hard to believe, but Matt Levy, 21 points, has not missed a shot.
21 points?
Mm-hmm.
Matt Levy has 21 points.
10 for 10 from the field and 1 for 1 from 3. Pretty impressive.
And there he has another steal for Luke Smith with 2. Luke's going to pull up from 3. Oh, that would have been a heck of a way to end the first half on senior night, but even without it, pretty darn impressive. On pace for a $104.
It's a good pace.
We love that pace. We're at halftime. Senior night in Skillman. We'll come back. Tommy's going to, you better go warm up the vocal cords for this statistics report, Tommy, when we come back.
All right.
You're caught in the mire. It's the Montgomery Internet Radio Experience. Welcome back to the Mire. Inappropriate off-the-air stories.
I wouldn't say
All over
inappropriate. I would just say funny.
Yeah, well, it's
I mean, I'm not going
Yes.
to repeat the story here, but
correct. That's correct. That's correct. Tommy Petrain, give us the statistical update on the lengthy Cougar score report.
Well, I mean, really nothing to complain about at all. Shooting 23 for 38 from the field, 61% from Montgomery. Leading the pack is Matt Levy, how I mentioned at the end of the first half, has not missed a shot, which is very, very impressive. Shooting 100% from the field.
I'd say uncommon.
At 21 points. Behind him, both Luke Smith and Atuli Amani. Atuli Amani getting some time. He's hit a 3 and 2 twos for 7 points. And Luke Smith also a 3 and 2 twos. Then behind them, Magnus Wallace getting some time. He's got 5. Josh Moore with 4. And Brian Simborski and JT Simborski, the brothers both have 3 each. And Jack Fromelt with 2. So other than Matt Levy, very spread apart, but a very dominating first half from the entire team. Also the defense holding Edison to just 13 points in the first half, which is very impressive. So I'm sure the second half we'll see more of this and probably more domination from Matt Levy if he gets time. Maybe dropping a 30 bomb. We'll see.
There you go. Timmy, I have great news for you.
Yeah.
Nicole's here.
Oh, nice.
Now you don't have to do it.
Did you win at pickleball?
We're playing at 8 o'clock.
Oh, you're playing at 8 o'clock. Karate? Nice. My kids took karate for a while. Where are you doing it? Nice. Having just conversations.
That's it. First day of karate for Big B today. So I'm looking forward to getting my ass kicked. After, I mean, as if the kid needed, like, he's like a monster already, number one.
Yeah.
And now, like, we're teaching the monster how to fight.
I mean, I think he could have took you before karate.
It's
you
very
know,
possible.
Now it's just going to be done more efficiently.
I am a huge weenie. That is totally the case. Nobody touched your roster, Zorn. I have an extra copy here for you if you'd like it. No, he found it, though. He found it. Don't worry. He was covered by another piece of paper. It was hiding.
Yeah.
And I get yelled at all the time. First time.
It's probably no different at home or anywhere else, you know.
That's
School.
a microcosm of my relationship with Zorn right there. Getting blamed for a whole mess of stuff I didn't do. Simborski, just like he started the first quarter, starts the third quarter.
Getting big.
Second bucket for Brian. Gotta love that. There's a strong take and a foul by the aforementioned Brian Simborski.
That's his third foul.
It's kind of amazing to think that that's actually the case, given how quickly the first half was played.
I know.
No good on the front end from Andrew Lavalli.
Is there a crack in the screen? No, just kidding.
Don't do that. It's not very nice. That's a Zoran Milic move right there. Okay.
I know it is.
Man.
It was the glistening of the floor. Ooh.
Magnus, no good from 3.
He's trying to get that 3 more points so that he can have that double-double. I'm giving him 10 steals already.
Quick 3 the other direction, no good. Offensive rebound, no good. Tools has the defensive rebound, and he'll head the other direction. Good pass to the trailer, Luke Smith.
I
good.
just liked how he set up for it. It looked real good.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're just too open.
Got a little excited, put a little too much on it.
Brian this time was like, you know what, I'm just going to put my hand straight up in the air. I'm not picking up foul number 4. That's going to be a foul. On the inside, though, is Luke Smith. Just preventing a bucket on the inside.
I know they get hoping to do a little better at the foul line here. They've been a little cold.
Continues there as Delay LaValle misses. Delay just a sophomore.
Getting good experience.
A Chris Grundy-esque experiential situation. Monty, he'll try another three, no good. But he's going to be able to do just enough to
Nice
get the
pass
offensive
inside.
rebound. He'll step in and now knock down a long two.
Yeah, I like it.
So Tools is doing a good job on the offensive end.
Yeah, I thought that was almost out of bounds.
Wallace went for the steal, got a little piece of it on the reach from behind, but didn't result in anything.
Just slowing the pace down a little bit.
This is bad news. And that was, Evan Gilpin was just getting backed into a space that he did not want to be.
Yeah, he kind of just lost the dribble and got into a corner, and then it was easy to trap him and pin him down.
I love when Magnus Wallace does well as Tools. Oh, nice little turnaround from the foul line.
I like it.
Double figures now for Monty.
Doing his thing.
And Szymborski,
He's like, why did I touch it?
that's a pickleball-esque face right there. Somebody's hitting the ball going out, and you just stick the paddle up there and get a piece for no good reason? Yep, I do that all the time.
Nicole's going to have to keep an eye on you tonight so you don't do that.
I know. Monty.
Who we playing? What's the competition?
This is what Nicole likes to call the cool kids group at Lifetime.
Oh, nice.
That we're playing against a bunch of pretty good players actually. So I'm looking forward to it. And it'll be an evening of pickleball with my better half.
There you go.
That is what I'm looking forward to.
Could you ask for anything more?
Oh, last night she's talking about.
She choked.
I wouldn't call it a full-on choke. She played tentatively. Well, we'll say that. Monty, trying to play the hot hand, no good. So I won't call. I don't agree that she choked. She just didn't play as well as she could have played.
Sometimes that happens.
A really long three is no good. It's tracked down by Andrew LaValle, excuse me. Another wild shot's no good.
It's funny, we were talking with Coach Carty today. And he had heard there's like a Olympic coach was saying like the 1/3 rule. 33% of your practices you're going to be feeling great, doing awesome. 33% you're going to be doing just all right, and then the other third is you're going to be awful. You're going to be off. And he's like, you got to kind of try to gravitate towards the middle too, the top, but and I just thinking about it today in my run, it's really true,
There was something we were talking about as Monty's going to spot up from the corner, and he can't get it to fall as Nunez grabs the board. I was talking about it with a couple of guys the other day when we were warming up to play, and he said he was reading something from a coach that says, you know what, you should, some people tell you to practice the things that you're bad at, and the things that you're exceptional at, you can always continue to use them. But this guy said, no, you should be practicing your strengths 80% of the time, because then that can carry you and be the dominant thing in your game. As Wallace will put in a nice little floater with the right hand.
There you go.
And a timeout just for substitutions for the Cougs, so we'll keep you here. But I said, well, you know what? That seems like I want to know who the student is before I tell you what you're doing, because if you're somebody who really gets down on yourself when you do the wrong things. I got to get you out of doing like that bad stuff, that bottom 30, 30%. But if you're somebody that doesn't care, like, I guess you could go ahead and do that. I don't know. I just don't know that I agree necessarily with that philosophy.
Yeah, I don't know. I try to be more well-rounded than just one-dimensional.
Wallace kicking for Aguilar, who's freshly into the game. And Mickey throws up a shot, no good. Coming the other way, and they're going to say and one. And I actually think that's a good call. Of all the times that Szymborski has stood there and taken a charge, it was actually a pretty good job that time by DeLay Lavallee. He kind of changed up the pace of his jump, and Szymborski was expecting contact, and he didn't get it right where he was when he was expecting to get it.
Yeah, and you can see the ref was kind of went backwards with his back to show kind of what Szymborski did, and you can see that that's what happened. Glock left us. He doesn't care. Levy taking the ball up the court. Setting up the offense across court. Big shot. No. We walked away with our roster, too. Who's number 3?
Christian Hill.
Oh, Christian Hill. There you go. Aguilar gets the foul.
Tom, if you can keep an eye on me, something that I just found out. Matt Levy is at 21 points, is that correct still?
Yes, you are correct.
He gets to 30, and that'll be 400 for the career of Mr. Levy. So
there you go.
Want to make sure we note that at the time that it is happening. If we had the new computer, Poe could whip up a quick graphic, but
The computer would do it quickly. Could Pogue whip it up?
100%. Dude, Canva is an amazing tool. You can do a lot of stuff in like 2 seconds.
I get a lot of emails from Canva.
Well, they're fantastic. The aforementioned Levy, no good. His first miss of the night.
I think he knows it. You just put the
firing
pressure
away.
You just put the pressure on.
Oh, please.
Way to go.
That's a bomb of a 3. No good. From the hands of Veer Gouda. My favorite cheese, as they say.
Ooh, nice pass by Aguilar.
Good job inside, and the recipient, Kevin Zhao. Aguilar is going to come the other direction. And Levy's back in the good column.
7 more.
23 now for Levy. And we're under a minute to go in quarter number 3. Montgomery turning in the type of offensive performance that we thought they otherwise might. As Hill will leak out wearing the hustle jersey and couldn't quite corral it. And a no call in the other direction, but a really nice layup that time.
Yeah, and a nice attempt at taking the charge by Kevin.
Aguilar will go to the hoop with the left hand, and he finishes as we're under 10 seconds to go. Everybody going to get on the scoreboard today if we can help it. There's a half-court heave that's no good off the backboard from Andrew Lavallee, and Levy.
That would have been something, right?
Oh, my goodness. Trying to add to what is becoming a special night for one of the senior captains, Matt Levy. We have played 3 quarters here in Skillman. And on senior night, Montgomery is delivering on a fantastic offensive performance against your Thomas Edison Energy Smart Charter School. How was that, Timmy?
I'm impressed. You did a nice job there.
You're caught in the mire. It's the Montgomery Internet Radio Experience.
Running clock.
Welcome back. I appreciate your concern about making my pickleball time spot.
Well, you know, I look forward to those things, you know, those
Yeah.
nights where you get to do things like that. Get to play cornhole once a week usually. I look forward to that night.
As well you should.
You know, take my kids to so many activities. It's nice to see, you know, be able to get one for myself. I try to encourage my wife to get in it.
Get in, I mean,
Into
get in
something, not
yeah.
not necessarily that, but it's nice that you guys can have pickleball.
Yeah, I agree.
Not one of my wife's interests is competitive things. She does enjoy to run, like we do run together.
There's a 3 from Aguilar.
It's nice rotation. I mean, it looked good right when it left his hand.
He's another guy that it's really hard to dislike watching him play because
Yeah.
he's just hard-nosed. You know, if you put Miggy's skills and heart in the body of somebody who's 6'5", he's going to go to the NBA.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he's a solid player.
Nice little crossover from Gilpin, but lost the handle, and Aguilar is the beneficiary. Originally, maybe I thought he was going to have Jenga Moretti, but instead Christian Hill will spot up. No good. Levy with a quick putback.
Nice little follow.
395 points now in the career of Matt Levy.
400 is a good number, man.
No doubt about it.
Safe to say, not many people can say I got there. So,
Yeah.
pretty impressive.
Miggy with a floater from the foul line is no good, but Jangamoretti's got the rebound, and Pranav Jangamoretti is on the scoreboard as well.
Everybody getting involved. This guy loves to shoot.
Rainbow of a 3 is no good off the hands of Virguda. Oh, Levy just put his hands on his head and said, ay, 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 that would have been 27 points for me.
Well, yeah, can't do that. Got to come off the bench now. Nah, he's playing really well tonight. All smiles coming to the bench.
No doubt. Another long three-pointer, no good, but Brandon Davis has the rebound for the Cougs. Kevin Zhao as Karar Alagali hit the deck in the middle of the court, and officials just making sure that he's okay.
Although a lot of the players in the game right now don't get a lot of time this year, with the 6 seniors leaving, this is a pretty good glimpse of what the future will be like next year for Montgomery basketball, and seem to be playing pretty well together from what we've seen.
Ethan Lynn not suiting up tonight, nor obviously is Stephen Donahue. As Christian Hill will get on the scoreboard. Wearing the legendary number 3 jersey, James Lupos made famous all those years ago. Montgomery's first state title run in 2010.
What year is this Christian Hill kid?
I don't know the answer to that question.
Sophomore, I think.
Sophomore?
And he comes up with a steal there as Brandon Davis will throw up top for Django Moretti, who can't get the layup to go down.
I mean, he's got a good basketball frame, it looks like.
Good defense from Pranav. And another rainbow three, no good from Gouda. Aguilar finds himself wide open, and he'll knock down another three.
Just sound like it looks good.
And Mickey is just so, like, it's just steady as the day is long.
I mean, all the Aguilars are. They're good. It's a good family right there. Oh, good steal.
Hill just couldn't keep the handle. And there's Gouda. Oh, you could see the Thomas Edison bench really wants him to get on the scoreboard. And, you know, you'd love to see that.
Runaway Bassford.
Yeah, there's just Bassford children running all over the place right now, trying to see Daddy. Django Moretti couldn't capitalize there. A step back three is good from Gilpin.
Something to be happy about.
Kevin Zhao is going to try to get into the act, and he does. Answering right back.
That's fun. We're having fun.
Oh, another one for Gilpin.
Oh boy.
This is
This
we're
is,
having
this
we're
is
having
special.
the Montgomery fans cheering just as hard for Gilpin in those threes. Oh, and Django Moretti tried his hand at a three. You know, from time to time,
You see things you don't
high
normally
school
see.
athletics. High school athletics can be and should be as fun as what's happening here right now. I mean,
Look at this guy. He's getting involved.
Montgomery crowd wants him to pull it again. Oh, and he goes to the hoop, and oh, the Montgomery crowd is going crazy.
They're cheering for.
Oh, gotta love it. Gotta love it. Pranav off the side of the rim.
I don't know what this has turned into, honestly.
Fun. That's what this has turned
Yeah.
into is fun. And Montgomery's going to put the seniors back in for the last 2 minutes.
Get the line change.
Miggy for three. Oh, and that won't go down. And you see big smiles from Gilpin as he goes and tracks that down. Now from the Cougar logo.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness.
Uh,
And another three. They finally get one to go over there from Karar Alagaili.
This is exciting.
This is what.
Oh!
Oh, and Mickey answers. This is.
I don't even know what's happening.
This is about as much fun as I've ever
I
had
know.
watching.
I
a game.
can't even see everyone standing up
Just,
now.
just let him hit it.
No one.
Oh my god! You gotta be kidding me.
This is unbelievable.
That's unreal.
This is
Another
unbelievable.
three. Oh,
Oh,
Mickey
nothing.
can't answer. This is about as great as,
Oh,
as you're
man.
getting.
Ooh, this guy.
Chris Grundy just turned around and looked at me and said, "What is happening right now?"
He's having himself a
This
day.
is
What's his name? Glip?
Evan Gilpin.
Gilpin. Gilpin is he's killing it. That's it. Unbelievable.
This is awesome.
I mean, like,
This is awesome.
everybody's cheering for everybody. It's like, it's a free-for-all here.
Oh my goodness. You know, and you know what's so refreshing about this? Because especially in basketball, when everybody is right on top of everybody, referees, fans, players, everybody's right on top of everybody, it usually turns into something bad. There's a half-court heave. That's no good. Maybe a little too much out of the range for Nunez on that one.
Everyone's like,
But,
it's getting excessive now.
Yeah. but this kind of camaraderie and sportsmanship from everybody involved was pretty great.
I mean, it could easily when you get beat by like that, it could easily go the other way, you know, where people are angry and.
Listen, give it to Luke. Hit it from the M. Oh, Tools is gonna knock one down.
This is like the NBA three-point shootout.
Gilpin's trying to get a rise out of everybody, and there's the half-court heave. That's no good.
I don't even.
This looks like a Saturday at Grundy Hoops Academy right now in the summertime.
Is there a $20 bill somewhere on the field, on the court that they're just trying to shoot from? Right? You've seen the Grundy Hoop Academy videos where he'll put a 20 somewhere and they have to shoot from that. I mean, little Bassford really wants in the game.
She really does.
She's been.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Magnus tried to dunk, and we'll give him. Oh, and almost. Oh, he wants to clear out. He wants to clear out. Does Andrew Lavallee, and he's going to try to. And he throws it down.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, buddy. Getting.
This is awesome.
That's high school basketball, man. What a good time.
This is so much fun. Everybody on the court celebrating before this one's even over. The referees just said to Coach Grundy, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Quite frankly, neither have I. And it doesn't matter.
It was something. That was amazing.
Listen, it's not, and now I'm going to put the educator counselor hat on for 2 seconds. It is, think about how rare it is when you can go on the road and lose 90-35, and the bus ride home on this game for those kids is going to be a freaking party.
Oh, man.
I love
so
it.
Funny.
I love it.
They're going to love it.
I love it.
I mean, it just goes to show, like, you know, obviously you want to teach your kids to win and things like that, but to have good sportsmanship and to enjoy what you're doing, to be in the moment.
This
amazing.
Truly, I talk often about how blessed we are to work where we work, and yet, like this.
I mean, look at these guys.
What our fans did today, this makes me proud to work here, and like this was awesome.
Like our fan base is over there, like they're not even talking to our players. They went over.
Yeah, they're hugging and with everything with the Thomas Edison guys.
Job. Yeah, it's amazing. It's nice to see.
This is fantastic. The proceeding's been a production of the MIRE. It's the sole property of the Montgomery Internet Radio Experience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of this one without the express consent of us is prohibited. Senior night, a huge success on so many levels. Cougars have a dominating 90-35 win. But if you're just tuning in now for some reason and here in the closing credits, rewind and watch the last 6 minutes of this game because it's bananas.
I might go back and rewatch this one.
Oh, my gosh. I haven't had more fun, guys. Thank you very much.